Portugal's 6-1 win over Switzerland in the last 16 of the World Cup was one of the biggest and best performances of a tournament before they played Morocco in the quarterfinals. I wanted to see if I could recreate that formation system style in FM23. To do this recreation, I used SofaScore on my phone, on the Apple phone. For some reason, on the website, you don't get the average position of the players. Definitely wasn't a 4-3-3. It kind of is at times, but not when they have the ball, not when they're attacking. I will put a screenshot of the SofaScore one up here, but for the purposes of the video, we'll use WhoScored.com's average player positions and just obviously watching the match, what we saw. So it is a back four, but you've got William Carvalho, the number 14, dropping in to kind of make it a back three. You've got your right back, which is Danilo, a bit more conservative. You've got Rafa Guerreiro bombing forward down the left. Then you've got sort of two sets of two. Octavia, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, João Felix, and then the main man, Goncalo Ramos, who got his hat-trick as the main centre forward. How do we recreate this in FM23? Let's have a look. I was talking to Steve Hood Gaming, Gareth GYRFM, two guys who know quite a bit about tactics on this game, and this is what we sort of came up with. This was, when you're looking at the average positions, this is what they're going for. We've got the wing back on attack, Rafa Guerreiro. We've got a full back on support, not an inverted wing back, because it's more just he's conservative rather than dribbling inside. Ball playing defender on cover, that's our Ruben Diaz. We've then got the half back, William Carvalho, just drops in there. The centre backs go wide, makes it into a free. Bruno Fernandes, although you'd probably expect him to be as a number 10, he was the deeper of the two, and Bernardo Silva was on his side as well. It was really interesting. So we've got Bruno as the AP with rope in position, close down more, tackle harder. We have Octavia as a Cariello because he's not a box to box. He covers that flank for Guerreiro, and I thought that'd be the best position for him. On close down more, tackle harder. We'll come back to why. This is the Bernardo Silva. Didn't want to have two APs. He's like a Mazzala, but the Mazzala only comes here. So I've got him as an attacking midfielder on support. We'll dribble more, run wide with the ball, shoot less often, roam from position, and the close down we'll get to. So he's sort of taking up those Mazzala positions, but starting ahead of the AP. Then we have João Felix, who is most definitely a shadow striker, and we started with Goncalo Ramos as a pressing forward. In terms of the team instructions, wanted to play wide, because you want them to, when Rafa gets wide and when Bernardo gets wide, they look to find them. I've got them working the ball into the box. The tempo looked fairly high when they were going forward, and definitely be more expressive, so those five all do their own thing. Distributing to the back four, we're rolling it out, we're just countering. The reason why we're just countering, this is why some of the 4 or 5 guys have pressing, because if you counter press, Carvalho's one of them as well. I don't want Carvalho to press, I just want these 5 to do it. So that's why I put the instructions on individually. It looked like a high line with a high press. The trigger press will be set to much more often. It was down in the middle because I was adding it to the players. Definitely much more often. And just getting that, because they've got Pepe, we want, if there's a threat, you want them just to drop off a little bit. Stay high in possession, so that, and obviously out of possession, they've got a few moments before they drop off if there's a threat. And then with someone like Pepe, you don't want them getting pinged over the top. And that is our Portugal 4-1-2-2-1. To test it, I used Benfica, because why not? They've got a lot of the same sort of players. They may not have the players of the same quality as Portugal, but you've got Rafa as the SS, Draxler as kind of the Bernardo Silva, Enzo Fernandez as the Cariello, João Mario as the AP, Bruno Fernandes role, Luis as the halfback, Otamendi, we've got Antonio Silva probably playing that centre back role, and then Grimaldo and Gilberto as your fullbacks. And first of all, you look at the results. So Champions League path, wins, goals, assists, didn't concede loads. João Mario was like the big, he was scoring loads, but Goncalo Ramos only got, was it 1? He got 1 goal in 8 games. Can't be having that. We changed Goncalo to an advanced forward, and it seemed to do the job when we tested it. Ran through the season. Benfica finishes champions, 84 points, 34 games. They were so unlucky to get knocked out of the Champions League Same points as Marseille, only 1 point off Milan. They lost in the final of the Taça de Portugal Blancada against Boa Vista because they beat them in the game just before in the league. Won the Allianz Cup and got knocked out by Lazio in the round of 16 of the Europa League. Right, there was a couple little spats, like they gave Lazio a game. They beat Boa Vista 2-1 in the league and then lost 3-2 in the Taça de Portugal Cup final. But this patch here, like, wins. Goncalves, he didn't win the league top scorer, but he did play 8 games to begin with, not as the position he wanted him to be. Rafa, highest average rating. Chiquinho, third. Grimaldo with the most man of the matches. Most shots, Benfica. Third in pass completion. 11 clean sheets is good. 75 goals, excellent. Third lowest shots again. Second in possession. Most dribbles made. Fewest conceded. Now, consider we're not making trying to make an OP tactic. We're trying to copy what Portugal are doing. That, to me, that's worked really well. And you look at the shape without the ball. The half back dropping in there as a DM. The 2 midfielders sitting, and you've got the 2 guys waiting to help Goncalves in attack. And with the ball, it's just a more expanded version that everyone spreads out. You've got Grimaldo pushing forward there. Here's in the win against Porto, what I like here. So the ball goes wide, not the best pass. There's Enzo to Rafa. Rafa playing the João Felix role. And when Goncalves gets it here, wins it here, you've got runners. Look at Rafa, gets in between the centre back and the full back, gets his goal. And here it is against Chelsea in the Champions League. João Mario, the AP, plays in Draxler. That's a Bernardo Silva role. Cross. Goncalves scores against Chelsea. Then Rafa, the SS, and it's like Grimaldo getting that one foot wide. There's the cross with the fullback. Lovely run from Rafa. Gets his second goal for Benfica. Then it was left to the big man to finish it off. Counter attack, ball over the top of the AP. When that runs on, he's got to hit him. Cam as you like. Portugal's new hero makes it free against Chelsea. And then I had to use it with Portugal, didn't I? In the World Cup. No Ronaldo, no Goncalves. Got freedom players, Vitinha, Neves, no William Carvalho. So we tried to use it as best we could, just to show you how it works Portugal as well. In the World Cup, 3-0 over Ghana, 4-1 over Uruguay, and 6-2 over South Korea. Then bloody well lost to Brazil in the second round. Disappointing. But some really good results with Portugal there as well. A quick run through the positions again. Super keeper, wing back on attack, ball playing defender, centre back, full back on support, the half back, Bruno Fernandes with that roam from position, and the pressing. We want these 5 to press, remember. Vitinha doing the pressing, Silva, dribble more, run wide to the ball, shoot less often, roam from position, and then the pressing. João Felix, close there more, tackle harder, and then Leao, we've left Leao to do what he wants up there. Guys, I hope you like this Portugal recreation. It seemed to work pretty well in game. Not really seen anyone play this sort of system. I'd be very interested against Morocco, see how they play, see if there's any tweaks we can make to this going forward. Something I might run in one of my offline saves. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. Any tweaks you'd make to this, anything you've seen from Portugal that you would change to this formation and the system and how they play. I think I've got pretty close fairly quickly. Please drop a like in the video if you're enjoying this kind of content, if you're enjoying the World Cup and Portugal. Any more systems I should recreate? May have to look at Argentina, they're doing well. For me, Andrew, thanks for watching. Till next time, bye for now.